Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody's keeping their minds right out there in this crazy world. So today is going to be a little bit of a catch-up video. This is, for those who've been around for a while, you already know what's going on. But this, for people that are new, this is a video for me, basically. This is something that I can go back and it's basically my checklist of the shit that I need to do and that I need to get done. But first I want to do a quick little update for you guys. And the first update is, and I didn't film this, but I put a tonneau cover on our girl Lana here, and now it's a little stretched out and it's holding the water and zip screwed and it's kind of effed up, right? Well, Sally's not here, but if you guys have seen her in the background, she has a 6.5 foot tonneau cover on her, and then she has a toolbox, and it fits perfectly. Lights are freaking out. But I used to have that set up on an old 1 ton, beautiful 1 ton, but it seems like every red 4-door I've owned of that body style has just been a pile of shit. But anyway, I've kind of missed having my tonneau cover, my dad mode, if you will. So a good friend of mine actually had this for sale off of his half ton, which, real quick, to squirrel mama ADHD is kicking in, the tonneau cover I had pictured and that's on Sally is actually the original tonneau cover from this truck. So this truck and we actually have a lot of history. But anyway, a good friend of mine had his on a half ton of this body style with the 5.8 bed, I think it is, and he had it up for free. So for me to cut this thing and tear it up, it's not the end of the world. And also it has a blemish. Actually, it's got 2 blemishes on it already. It's got that one and then that one. So I don't feel bad about it. This is also a trifold, so I did have to cut it down. I ended up cutting the 3rd fold right here, cut the leather, zip screwed it, put our weather strip. It is tight. It's not watertight, but none of them ever really are to begin with, especially when you're putting it up against diamond plate. But it works. But the plan is I want to get one that is the roll-up style where the rails are completely separate. And then what I'll do is I'll cut it, trim it to the proper length. And then also what's nice about the roll-up ones is they have the actual clamps in the back. These ones don't. They rely on the pressure. So there's that. But so far so good. It's worked out pretty decent for me. Not exactly the prettiest method, but it works. The most important thing is that I can fold it up enough, get it past the gooseneck, and I think what I could do temporarily, which I don't think this is going to be on long enough, is I could probably remove the clips from that right there and get myself a small strap, stretch this out the rest of the way because it still has play. And I could do something temporary around the rack, just, to secure this. That way it's not trying to full on delete itself if I ever need to open it. But we're getting into that season where we're relying on this sweet girl right here, which actually, for those of you that don't know, we sold our unimount with the ultramount adapter, our 7.6. So we will no longer be running a straight blade this year. We are actually going to be running a V-blade. I'm super excited about it. It's actually Good Buddy Bogema's backup blade, and I'm pretty sure he's actually more excited about it than I am. So looking forward to that. We got ourselves a a set of cups here. We had to torch the old pins out of it, but thankfully they were salvageable. And being that we are talking about where'd we go? And now there we are. And speaking of Leah, her toolbox is broken, so we have to get this toolbox off of Betty, which works out because she has all of Sally's junk, her body panels. Well, she's got just her fenders, the tailgate's over there. I have the doors downstairs, and then you guys can see right there, there's another door. So we're gonna be working on that as well. Again, it kind of works out because to clean up one mess, we're gonna make another mess by just putting the shit back on the truck. And then that leads us to our girl Lola over here. I still wanna, hopefully we get a decent enough day this weekend, which by decent I mean just lack of rain. Where I can take this thing out and do a little bit of testing with it. I finally got that mass airflow sensor code to clear, which has been causing a dead pedal effect on this truck.
You got it. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes, yes.
More than once, might I add. We're gonna get that taken care of. We're gonna pull a log on it as well, and you know, just kind of double check everything. Betty, I mentioned we're gonna be cleaning her bed out by getting all the shit out of her and putting it where it belongs. Then we're gonna be working on the fuel system and a little bit of electrical on this truck. My wife would like to run this thing in the truck pulls, the gas class, next year, and frankly, I'm all for it. So be looking forward to that. If you guys remember last winter, we got the interior and that all cleaned up on this, and really this is just a project that keeps getting neglected. But fortunately, like what we did with the OBS LBZ Duramax, we have this truck in a state where if it has to roll outside, it can go outside. If I have to get it on a trailer, I can get it on a trailer. Ideally, I would like to throw the fuel pump in this thing, to fix a couple odds and ends on it, and get it back to running under its own power, because that's easier than a dead horse. So there's that. Make this video completely freaking boring, although it's still kind of boring. That tie rod's bent. It's really hard. The camera doesn't do it any justice because they're not sitting right, but that mug is bent to shit too. And for those of you that remember when I put that side on, holy shiza. Yum. Alright, we're good. But anyway, so this chassis that this truck is on actually went through a fire. And this center link right here, actually, the center link and that tie rod were a part of it. That's a tie rod that I salvaged from a wreck truck. And again, it was just so that way I could put this shit together and, you know, get it to move, but they're binding against one another. Because that one's like super crispy on one side, but like floppy and fucked on the other. And that, yeah. So I'm gonna throw Lola's old tie rods on it, just so that way I can get it, I can do like a half-ass alignment on it. So that way it's easier to load this thing and unload it and move it around and such. Because right now it kind of drags one wheel. But, and not only that, but that center link was in a fire. So we're gonna take that off. I'm gonna end up doing a straight center link on this thing, but for right now, if I'm somehow able to maybe throw a harness on this thing, I got some batteries, and maybe we'll play with it a little bit. I don't have to worry about my steering freaking the fuck out on me, so, there's that. So, we gonna put the new shit on. Well, that took a little longer than I wanted to. Focus. Dicking around with a goddamn EFI Live, man. I tell you what, the thing, to my knowledge, man, so I got a Chromebook, and I like the Chromebook. That son of a bitch works fast. It works the way that it's supposed to. I don't get along with technology. I break technology that doesn't work because I don't have time or the patience. I got a job to do, I gotta do it now. That Asus, my God. I hate that computer. I hate it. I think it's so damn slow. It takes like 45 minutes to open up a fucking window, I swear to God. It works pretty quick when you're not using internet, so like when we're running the EFI Live, the scan and tune, and going through the trucks and doing all that, it works pretty good. But like if you try to run live feed or something, man, dude, that thing's got to sit there and think through all of its life decisions before it figures out the fuck is going on, which I don't always have time for that. So anyway, but truck's back on the ground. The alignment's a hell of a lot closer. But more importantly, when you go to turn the wheel, it doesn't bind. So that's good. And again, I had to throw something in there because this video was nothing but just blah, 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 blah. And I hate videos like that, but yet, here we are. So, I'm a hypocrite. But, yeah, it was good to get something done. I would rather just do this little thing right here and actually physically get something done rather than just sit there and think about it and not getting anything done, and then it adds up to my list of shit to do over the weekend, because these little jobs like this, they nickel and dime you for time as much as the big jobs do. But it was I got so excited when I put a steering column in there that had a key to it, super excited, but it pissed me off immediately because I went to turn the wheel and I'm like, fuck, I need the key. So, kind of a love-hate thing. But hope to get into this thing some more and back into this one. I got too much stuff adding up. I hate to change into seasons. But anyway, rambling, ADHD is kicking in, doing stupid shit. So anyway, take care, God bless. Seriously, be good to one another, guys. The world's stupid. But anyway, we'll see you guys on the next one. Be good, stay safe, stay sane. And that's it. Peace.